Hello, today is Friday, June the 6th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I am happy to share the membership that pays. And I'm going to go, we have a lot to cover, so I'm going to go through it. And then at the end, I will open for Q&A. So we're talking about LiveGood, the membership that pays. But before we get started, would you do me a favor and will you let me know on the side, on the chat, where is everybody coming from and how is the weather, just so that I get an idea. Because right now the weather, I'm supposed to live in Laguna Beach area, but the weather just has not been cooperating. I think God didn't get the memo of like California weather, because we pay a lot of money for this weather, but it hasn't been quite been working. And then before we get started, I want you to, this is a very special presentation, and I want you to turn off all distractions. You don't want to be eating a hamburger and drinking coffee and driving and trying to watch this at the same time. So please turn off the distractions. This is going to be definitely worth your time, and it's something that you're going to, it can change your life. And most of you know me, but I'm Maria Lupita. I'm going to be your host for today. And one of the many reasons that I love doing digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and especially working online is because the punishments of my childhood have become the things that I look forward to. I don't know about any of you, but for me, going to bed early, not going to a party and staying in my house, that is the ultimate. And in case something happens, because sometimes Zoom and Apple, they decide that I work them too hard and they're just going to like rebel and they turn everything off. So if that happens, just all of us come back right back and we'll be all together. So don't panic, we'll be all here. So my story is very simple, that I used to do multi-level marketing. I used to do a lot of the old traditional way of making everybody run away from me. I started back in 2005, and I did everything that everybody told me to do, which was chasing after anyone that could fog up a mirror. And you can imagine the results that I got with that. And then before I did that, I went to college. I had the idea that you needed to work for somebody, go to college, get married, and all of that stuff. So I did all of that. And then when I was working in a legal firm, somebody introduced me to side hustles, to an online, to a home-based business. And once I learned that there were other ways to make money without having to be an attorney, become a doctor, or open a brick and mortar, I was hooked. So ever since then, I've been here in the space. But for the longest time, from 2005 until 2016, I was the poster child of struggle, of no success. Then in 2016, I learned how to do it, how to get mentorship, how to get the right people. So I went and I got my car in 40 days, help a few people do the same. But then I realized that I didn't really like selling products and doing the stuff that most traditional people are doing. So I kept searching and searching, and then that led me to 2021. My dad got very sick. When my dad got very sick, I was still grinding, going to meetings, going to, talking to people, meeting people, DMing people. And when you're traveling back and forth from two states and somebody's very sick in the hospital, I don't know, in the comments, let me know if you've ever had to deal with somebody very sick. To me, it was just not feasible to be traveling back and forth and to be continuing to do my business the way that it was traditionally done. So I started searching for a way to make money online without having to do it in the traditional way. So I found digital marketing and affiliate marketing. And in 2021, I discovered that. And then in 2023, I discovered the power of master resale rights, buying a course to resell a course. So it's basically a broker of knowledge on the digital space. But it was always chasing after brand new clients, because I wasn't really building a book of business. And that led me to today. I found LiveGood, and LiveGood is the company that pays time after time after time after time. Give me 1 second. So my big promise for you today is that I'm going to share with you who is this for and what are the benefits. And then my second promise is that a lot of people say, okay, Maria, you've told me all of this. What's next? Can you help me? So I will also give you that information. So this is how to make extra income by just simply recommending a $10 membership. What's happening today that I'm going to share with you the 7-step blueprint that has taken me years, because again, I started back in 2005 and there was a lot of things that worked and didn't work. So I put together a 7-step blueprint that takes all the confusion out of how to grow an online business. And then I learned like how to master the daily method of operation, also known as high high income high income producing activity. Because if you're not creating income producing activity, it's all for nothing. You're just busy doing nothing. And then what you're going to find out is that if you don't have a proven offer that people want, you're still just scrambling to make things happen. And then everybody always asks, can we get the replay? Yeah, you're gonna get the replay after 72 hours. And then at the end, we'll have time for you to ask any questions. But in the meantime, ask any questions that you have in the chat, and I will do my very best to catch them at the end. But make sure that you ask any questions that you have in the chat, and then I will be sure to come back to it. And then keep yourself muted so that it's not distracted, because then I'll be like, squirrel, squirrel. And then also do me a big favor, and I thank each and every one of you for doing this. I know that sometimes you're driving and you cannot be on camera, but it really makes me feel like more loved if you have yourself on camera. So I really appreciate all of you being on camera, and we're going to keep moving along. So what you're going to learn today is the 7-step blueprint, and then how to master the 2 hours a day, why consistency is the key to all of this, and why passive residual recurring predictable compound income and with an automated business is really the way to go. And ultimately, if you don't like helping other people, this is not for you. You might as well like leave. I won't be offended, because if you do not like helping people, this will not work. Now, one of the things that I love the most is compound passive income, because passive income means that just money that keeps coming in even when you're not working. I'm still getting paid for things that I did months ago. And compound income means that it keeps growing. So I have several places where I have compound income, but there's nothing like what LiveGood does. Now keep this number in mind. I want you to take a screenshot of this number, $32,767.50. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Now, Darren, would you mind unmuting yourself and letting us know your story, please? Because you've been here for a while, and I would love to hear from you, your story.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. My name's Darren, and I'm a barber from Nashville, Tennessee. And I've been a barber now for 7 years. Now, I left a job of 15 years that I was at because it was a dead end job. And I finally had to ask myself, is this what I want to do the rest of my life? So I went to barber college, got my license. Now, 7 years into that, I'm asking myself that same question. Is this what I want to be doing the rest of my life? Because the problem with cutting hair, now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love what I do. I really enjoy cutting hair, enjoy getting to know people. But the problem is, if I'm not at my chair, I'm not making money. I don't get sick days, I don't get vacation days. It's up to me to be there to make money. So when I saw LiveGood and was introduced to LiveGood, I found the solution that would work for me, because with the being a loyalty type program where you get paid to just be a member, I saw a way to bridge that gap of when I'm not working, I can still be earning money, whether it's weekly, monthly, because like Maria said, 30K a month, where can you do that? And so I do believe that LiveGood is the absolute best choice. I know it is for me, because I want to provide for my family. I want to have time freedom, but to have that time freedom, you also have to have financial freedom. So that's what I look for in LiveGood, and I appreciate you letting me share.
Thank you, Darren. And yes, I mean, when you think about people that have to be on their feet all day, or people that have blue collar work, blue collar workers. I was at my getting my oil change, and the gentleman there works two jobs, and he's about to lose one, and he's on his feet all day. So you're in the right place if you're thinking about starting an online business. You're in the right place if you're thinking about starting an online. You've already started an online business, but you want to take it to the next level. You already started your online business, but you wish that you could be farther ahead. And maybe you already have an online business and you're having success, but you want to have the power of residual, predictable compound income that most other businesses do not provide. So the Live Good, the membership that pays, actually solves problems like this. The problem that a lot of people are facing is that they don't have predictable income, and they don't have a way to know how much they're bringing. So I don't know about you, but I'm sure you have heard about doubling a penny every day. And one of the things that I love about what Live Good does is the story behind the doubling a penny every day. Carlos, can you take it away, please? And Carlos is gonna Dr. Carlos is gonna be sharing. He's our numbers genius, and what he's gonna be sharing with you is something that he helped us discover, uh, which I sat on this for 2 years because I didn't understand how it works. And then once I started this in March, I mean in February, and even though I started, I still didn't understand the power of just helping two people. So, Carlos, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I need authorization. Let
You
me
already
see.
have access. There you go.
Yes. Okay. Um, I'm Carlos Alonso, accountant from. I'm living in New Jersey. I have more than 40 years doing what today we call digital marketing. Um, in all the forms, but before, I see everything. I did everything. I sell products and I sell uh, services. Um, but after 40 years, I decided that never again. And that's when Maria Lupita one of these days came and say, Carlos, can you see this for me? I want to share something with you. I say, Maria Lupita, don't. I really don't want to do anything else. Um, but when I hang up with Maria Lupita, um, all the knowledge in 40 years start to bother me and say, you know that you did the past and this is the future.
We can't hear you anymore, Carlos. You're coming in spotty.
Can you
Yes, I can hear you now.
happen is I start to thinking about what is this is the future, and I miss it, and I call her back. Say, okay, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to know anything about this, but show me, and I will tell you what I think about it. When I saw that, my knowledge in accounting start to kick on and say, okay, this is the thing. This could be. And this is what I'm showing right now in front of you guys. This is a matrix of 2 times 2 times 15. Basically, what it is this is you bring two people to this opportunity. You help two people, and these people you teach them the same thing, and you create the culture of everybody who come to this opportunity. They need to bring two people in the next 48 hours, in the next 72 hours maximum. Bring two people. What happens is the multiplication start to have action, and they see from two you have four new ones, and these four bring two and they have 8 new ones, and these 8 bring two and they have 16 new ones. What happens is your team start to grow from 2 people to 30 at that point, and you keep going. These new people bring two, these 2 people bring two. When you arrive to the point of the generation number 15, the numbers become insane. 32,768 new members in your team, and a total of 65,534 people. That create an income of $16,383 residual compounding income per month. And this is only one of the ways that we can have income. And I want you guys to understand this. These numbers look huge. These numbers are possible. These numbers are being done by somebody in this company, several people in this company, and they are making that money every single month. And you know what these people say? That this is the smaller check that they receive from this company. This is not the biggest check that they receive. Why? Because we have another income that is everybody that you help to make money, every person that you help and they make money, you have an extra check of 50% of the money that they make in this matrix. What that means, that if you help somebody to make $16,883.50, you receive an extra $8,191 extra in top of your 16,000. But what happens is I have a team of 20. What happens if I multiply 20 times 8,000? That is my 50% check. 20 times 8 is $160,000 plus my 16,000.
And
And
Carlos, would you mind talking also about the other thing that we talked about today? About the I forget
yes,
what you were talking. Okay.
yes, no, I know. These numbers look huge, but they look huge when you're looking about just the numbers. This is the way that I try to make the story on. Imagine that you have an institution that offers you a program and they say, the only investment you need to do initially is $50. And after that, you just need to invest $10 a month. But with that investment, consistent investment of $10, we told you that in a few years, couple of years, you will start making money, small amounts, but in a couple of years, you will be able to make $2,048 a month residual income. Imagine that take you 5 years. The total investment that you make in 5 years is $500 to make $2,048 a month. If that institution offers you that, how many of these positions you want to take to create your retirement? I'm sure that more than once. 2, maybe one for your kids, one for your wife. This is the same. The only difference is we are doing with a company that they are offering you exactly that plan. Plus, the thing is why we say about 16,000, because as soon as you invite 2 people to the program, the $2,048 limit becomes $4,096. And when you start bringing more people, the limit is the skies. You can make as much money as you want. Like I say, my team is 20 people, and I can make them make everyone $16,000 a month, and I will make half of that times 20. Times 20. That means $8,000 times 20 is $160,000 a month. But everything is about investment. You invest your time and $50 and bring 2 people. And you teach the same to the next generation. What you need to do, you need to bring 2 people. And you teach the same to the next generation, 2 people, and the charts start to build in front of you. This is possible. I did that in the past without knowing that I was doing something like this. And my company didn't pay as much as this company pay. this company's paycheck is insane. I have one of my sons that live in Argentina. He don't even know that he's in the company and he already received checks. He didn't do anything yet. He already received checks. If in my son made check in a year, bigger checks, and I can make checks too. That means it's possible. I don't know if you else, Maria Lupita, or if I can clarify something.
No, that was great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, as you can see, it's basically the story of doubling a penny every day. If you double a penny every day, you can go and you can be seduced by getting $1 million all at once, or you can actually take something that is an investment and grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it. For me, it was a no-brainer decision because I would rather make more money now and also later versus just now and now only. And so $32,767. I know that Carlos was talking about the section before this, which is this one. But the one that I like leading with is the $32,767.50, because who here would agree that your life would be completely changed if you were making $32,767.50 a month? Would anybody agree that your life would be completely changed? Exactly, right? So even if I was to make no extra income, no, because I live in South Orange County, California, so it's kind of expensive over here. So if I was to make no extra income of nothing else, I would still be doing very lucrative for just simply duplicating, helping two people, and that's all that it is. All that this is just a table that shows you how to get the numbers to work, because not everybody is a math genius like Carlos, like Dr. Carlos. So that is the number that you want to really ingrain in your head. So another thing that I want to share with you is that a lot of times people end up getting lost because they don't really know how to promote what they're promoting, their offer. So number one, you have to choose, because I promised you that I was going to show you exactly what the 7-step blueprint. So the 7-step blueprint is just very simple. You got to choose one problem that you're going to solve. Well, the problem that we solve here with LiveGood is that you can make income online, that people don't have to suffer in silence because money is being stretched to the max, or that people are having to work 2-3 jobs. And instead, you can solve one problem, and LiveGood does that. You can choose one offer, and LiveGood again satisfies that. And then you need to definitely give one transformation, because if you're trying to do too many things, and we're going to talk about all the other things that LiveGood also offers, but if you focus on too many things, you're going to lose people. So the one transformation that we offer is, again, we go back to the $32,767.50. If you are able to tell two people that are seriously interested in making $32,757.50, then it's game over. And you just duplicate that over and over 16 times. When you duplicate that over and over 16 times, that is the result. It is not a miracle. It's just simple math and duplication. And then you got to cater to one client. Each one of us is going to attract a different kind of client. And then a lot of people say, well, it's oversaturated because there's already nearly 2 million people in the company. There is 5 billion people on social media. If anybody knows how to do math, just do the math as to what percentage of 5 billion is not even 2 billion. What percentage? Drop it in the comments if you guys know how to do math. So yes, this is not oversaturated. Not enough people know about LiveGood. So the one ideal client that you serve is gotta be the client that you run with. For instance, we're gonna hear from Cooper in a moment, and Cooper decided to go after helping single moms because he's experienced that, and he's going to tell you briefly his story. Now, if you do all of that, but you don't know what to do on a daily basis, you're still going to get lost. So what we do is that we simplified all of that and we gave you a daily method of operation. We gave you exactly what you need to do on a daily basis. So we tell you post 5 different posts, which means 3 videos and 2 stories. And don't worry, for those shy people, you can still do faceless marketing. That means that you don't talk on camera and you don't show your face. You also connect with 5 different individuals, because you can't show up somewhere and not respond, not connect with other humans. And then we also invite you, when people are asking, can I take a look at that? Can I take a look at that? You gotta invite people to take a look, because if they're asking for something and you're not inviting them, it's still not working. And then you gotta follow up with the people that raise their hand and they looked at the information. And then you have to invite, like when we have a webinar or a replay of a webinar, you gotta send that to the people that raised their hand and said, yes, I want more information. And then you have to optimize your social media profile that you're going to be working on. I've chosen to do TikTok because TikTok has been a massive blessing for me, and it has allowed me to automate my business. And if you're not optimizing your business profile, your social media profile, and it's always changing. So if you're not always being relevant and consistent, all the other work is still going to be for nothing, because your social media profile is not optimized. And then here's the thing, that your life will never be the same. And once you know this, for the longest time, I was building businesses and book of businesses for companies, not me. And the one thing that sets this apart from anything else, from anyone else that you're going to hear about LiveGood, is that we teach you how to build your email list. Because let's say that tomorrow LiveGood decides to go to change their plan. We're not dependent on LiveGood. That's just the offer that we're offering today. So we just simply take our book of business, our email list, and we plug it into somewhere else. So we're not handicapped when a company decides to shift, if that is not something that we want to continually do. And that is the seven step. Can everybody still see the page? And this is the 7-step blueprint that will change your life forever. If you follow this, it will change your life, because you don't have to think. You just have to take action, take action, take action, take action. So let me ask you this, and drop this in the comments. What would it feel like if you confidently knew that all of your needs were already met before the next page, before the end of the month, turn over to the next month? What one word would you describe? A lot of people say relief, peace, hope. What word would it be for you that you would feel by simply knowing that at the end of each month you've already had the predictable income, that the compound income? And the one thing that will significantly decrease the stress for anyone who's a business owner, not just online but just a business owner in general, is that building predictable income. And for those older generations like myself, is compound income. Because you can have all the predictable income, but if you're not building bigger income for the future, it's still all for nothing. It's like what Darren was saying, that it's great to get paid for the work that you did today. It's great to be able to build something and get predictable income, but if you're not compounding that income, you're not really reinvesting all of your time and all of your effort. So for me, having compound income makes a big difference, especially because I'm a single woman in my 50s. Now, why digital marketing? Why digital memberships, and why affiliate marketing? But before we get into that, I want to turn it over to Cooper. Cooper, would you mind briefly sharing your story with us?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Cooper Schmidt, and I don't know about you, but I work 3 jobs, and I thought I would be farther in life. I'm in my early 30s, and I realized I needed to do something outside of just getting another job. I've looked everywhere for a side hustle that actually pays me with a little time to invest. I found LiveGood. It pays me residually. It pays me even when I'm not able to work. It pays me just by making videos and recommending people. I don't know about you, but I've never been paid by Netflix or Costco by simply recommending someone to go to their store and buy their products. Here, I get paid to just recommend. And if I want to take it a step further, I could help someone get paid $32,767.50 by recommending 2 people. My name is Cooper Schmidt again. And yes, I still am working 3 jobs, but here I am, so I don't have to do that anymore. My target audience is single moms because I have 3 younger sisters that are all single moms, and I would help them create the same income of $32,767.50 if they want to take it that far by simply recommending 2 people. That is my story. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Cooper. When I think of our loved ones, right? Like Dr. Carlos was talking about, my mom, bought a position bought a position. She just paid $49 one time, and then that was it. But now she has been getting paid regularly for doing nothing. My best friend, the same thing. I told her, you gotta at least just become an affiliate so that you can start building the $2,000 loyalty program. And there's no other program that pays you just to be loyal the way this company does. So why digital marketing? Why digital memberships? And why affiliate marketing? Well, digital marketing is because I don't want to have to be shuffling products. I don't want to have to be shipping products, returning products, dealing with products. I've done that, been there, and I am too old to be doing that ever again. Then affiliate marketing. Well, affiliate marketing is no brainer. I don't want to have to reinvent the wheel, even though I do have my own program and I do have my own coaching business, but it's 100% dependent on me. When I am an affiliate for a company like LiveGood, all I have to do is recommend and tell people about it. Recommend and tell people about it, and then help the people that that raise their hand and say, I want to have more. Like, for instance, today, Eric said, hey, would you mind sharing more about what you're doing? Sure, I'll be happy to. And I created this presentation specifically for Eric because I wanted him to see the magic behind all of this. But here's the kicker. The digital membership space is a $14 trillion industry. Let that sink in. $14 trillion industry. That's what memberships are. That's what the subscription model is. That's why Netflix does this. That's why Costco makes most of their money. So why LiveGood? Because LiveGood is the company that pays you just for being loyal. I don't know if any of you got that memo, but literally, the company, you sign up to be an affiliate. You pay $49 one time, and then $10 a month after that, $9.95. When you do that, sooner or later, the company will give you over $2,000 every single month for just being loyal. It's a proven leadership program. It's a no auto ship requirement program. It's affordable membership. It's a program that has advanced marketing tools without even my help that comes in with huge benefit. And then it has the loyalty program, and I don't use the fancy words that they use. And then it has high quality products, but we're not here to talk about the products. We're here to talk about something that is desperately needed, which is giving people peace of mind by being able to make insane income by just recommending 2 people and duplicating that over and over. Now, why do affiliates get benefits from this? Is because the company, instead of spending all their money on advertising, instead of spending all the money on all these different things, they decided to leverage what they already had. And they decided to leverage people like me, people like Cooper, people like Dr. Carlos, people like Darren, because this is how the word gets out. This is why social media gets so much from people, because they extract all of us to bring other people, and they know they have us hooked. So this company did the same thing, and they pay us $2,000 to over $2,000 by just simply being an affiliate. That's it. So this is the loyalty program that pays you $2,047 by just being loyal to the company. Not bringing a single person, not inviting anybody, not telling a soul. They just pay you for being loyal. And then this is the thing. The company has nearly 2 million people already, 2 million members. So every single week, these are just the number. I couldn't find the numbers for June, but just in 1 month, there were over 17,000 people that had enrolled 2 people. That's unheard of, by the way, unheard of. And if you know anything about duplication or people, even in insurance, people a lot of times never sell an insurance, right? They never sell, what is it called, Cooper? My mind just went blank. They never sell
Policy.
they never sell a policy. Yes, they never, even in insurance, they never sell a policy. In real estate, if anybody's familiar with real estate, the majority never sell a house. Here, 1,700 people invited 2 people into the organization, and then other 250 people invited 20 people, or build a team of 20, and so on and so forth. But I'm not going, because that's not what this is about. This is about, if you're thinking about starting a business, then this is for you. If you're ready to start an online business, then this is for you. If you have already started a business, then this is for you, because if you want predictable income, because that is what's going to take a lot of the stress. So of all of these things that we're talking about, which one are you right now? Drop it in the comments. Are you thinking about starting an online business? Are you ready to start an online business? Are you already doing an online business, but you're just wanting to have more predictable income? Or you already have success in the online business, but you want to take it to the next level, meaning creating compound income? Are you 1, 2, 3, or 4? Drop it in the comments, please. 4, 4, 4. I love it. I love it, Cooper. All of them. Dr. Carlos, yes, right? 4. I love it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Again, what LiveGood does is the membership that gives you predictable income, because all the other programs that are out there are not able to give you predictable income just because of how they are designed. And trust me, I've done them all. When there's a lot of other ways for you to make money. So one is that you don't have predictable income, that you're always hustling to make brand new sales because you're reinventing the wheel most of the time. You are perhaps sick and tired. You are sick and tired of working a 9 to 5, or maybe you're working 3 9 to 5s, right? Like Cooper. Maybe you want to help more people, but you can't do it in the way that you're doing it right now. Maybe you don't want to buy a course to resell a course if you're one of us in digital marketing, and you don't want to create your own thing. Or maybe you're unable to find willing people that say, yes, I want whatever you have. And whatever it is, whether you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or all of the above, then just drop the number that applies to you. And let's see. So again, let me ask you again. What would it feel like if you confidently knew that all of your expenses were already covered before the month turned over to the next month? What word, how would you describe that word? And knowing that you're building not just a business with LiveGood, but when you do it with us in our LiveGood side hustle community that you're gonna get automatically, even if you don't join, you can still come in and partake in this community. In this community, we give you everything that you need to have a rejection-free business, to get help on a daily, regular basis. We give you everything that you need inside of our community so that you never have to worry about how to get help. And then most importantly, we give you the things that every single Monday I come in and I do Q&A and trainings, and I give you everything that you need to be successful. And you can freely invite anyone into euphoria. Exactly. Mixed with nirvana. I love that, Cooper. That is absolutely a great way to describe it. So let's keep on moving. So the one thing that will significantly decrease your stress is by having predictable passive residual weekly income, and also building compound income. Because if you don't build compound income, you get to be my age, and trust me, it's very stressful when you're always having to reinvent the wheel. Or like in Darren's shoes, that he only gets paid if he cuts hair. He only gets paid if he cuts hair. A real estate agent, a real estate broker, they get paid If they sell a house, they get paid. If they sell a house, if they don't sell a house, they don't get paid. And that's the beauty of building compound income. That is the beauty, that when you partner with us, when you partner with becoming an affiliate with LiveGood, all of that comes in with something that you didn't even have to create. You just simply recommend. Now, for those of you that are in my digital marketing space, or for those of you that are in my TikTok shoppers, you know that you're not building a book of business. You know that every time somebody buys that stuff, immediately, because I've shown you, TikTok and the company starts upselling us or giving us irresistible offers, so that you never build residual income, because you're always building for a different company, and they seduce you by making you feel really special, by telling you that Maybelline, Revlon, and all these other companies are coming and helping you. And then the reality, for when those of you who are reselling 100%, it's not really the way that it is, because the actual maker of the product will come and upsell you again and again and again, unless everybody starts having, once a year goes by, everybody starts having the reality that, oh my gosh, I can't sell to that person again, because I've already sold them one time, and that's as many times as I can sell. So you're either on this side of the street, or I told you that it was only a one time, but now we have to go and upgrade a year later, and now we have to upgrade 3 months later, because I decided that I wanted to make more money off of the people that you have brought. So yes, even though that is a way to make money, there is nothing better than this, because this is the doubling a penny mentality. This is that if you want to get appreciated by just simply being loyal to a company, over $2,000 await you. Now, there's a few ways to make extra income, to build a membership. Number one, you can do what I also do, which is create your own darn membership. But this is all on you. You have to build it on your own. You have to create everything. The responsibility is heavy. Or you could also do the other thing that I do, which is having your own private clients. If anybody has ever dealt with high ticket clients, they're paying you $7,000 to $12,000. They don't pay you $12,000 for no reason. There's a lot of responsibility, and the minute that you lose one of those clients, it's a big hole. So with that being said, this is what I'm a huge proponent of promoting LiveGood, because LiveGood pays me even when I don't do anything. I know that sounds crazy, but I have, when you're an affiliate, you get paid for work that you did months ago. I got paid for things that I've not done, that I've not touched. But that's the beauty of partnering with something that is already working. So yes, you can go and resell products. Yes, you can go and reinvent the wheel and create your own digital products, but I wouldn't sign up for that. It doesn't work. And then there's the beauty of letter writing. Okay, you're going to go write all these letters. Your hands are going to hurt, but you're going to talk about gambling, which we're not supposed to say that word. If you know, you know, right? But you're still just trading time for money. You're not building a book of business. And again, it's not the way that it looks. And then you can reinvent the wheel totally, and then go create your own digital products. Well, you have to test it, you have to market, you have to do all these things, you have to package it. And I wouldn't sign up for that either. But the one thing that will significantly decrease the stress for a business owner, especially a business owner online, is by just simply promoting a product that is already proven to work, and that it has already been proven to give a lot of people freedom. So here's a story about LiveGood. LiveGood started in 2022, I believe. And it was a company because they looked at Amazon Prime, Netflix and Costco, and they look at this. $200 million, $300 million, $130 million in just memberships. So none of these companies, as far as I know, have knocked on your door and say, hey, Eric, can we give you a commission by you just telling people about the program that you just watched on Netflix, right? Imagine the amount of money that you would be making if Netflix decided to give you 25 cents for every person that you recommended to watch a movie on Netflix. You would be a gazillionaire, but they didn't do that. And Amazon didn't do that either. And Amazon first started with just books, and then they expanded to a lot of different things. Well, when LiveGood launched, they launched in 2022, and they started with just memberships, but they decided to start doing profit sharing. Well, Netflix didn't announce that they were going to have an affiliate program so that you could get paid to recommend. LiveGood decided that they wanted to do profit sharing with these affiliates. Now, they do offer a lot of different products. They offer a lot of different things, but my focus is not the products. It's not all the different ways. We do get paid in a lot of different ways, but I want you to be laser focused on one thing so that you don't get distracted. You don't get seduced by the noise of every other benefit that you receive. And right now we have already won almost $2 million in members with LiveGood. The other part is that we're being run by Ben Gillespie, who has been in the industry for 25 years. And like Amazon, that social marketing, we're doing the same, except that we are helping people also benefit by growing together. And what Amazon did is that what LiveGood decided is that they're going to do wholesale pricing, and they provide all of these products. But I'm not here to tell you about the products. Just when you get on a plane, are you more focused on the destination where you're going to go, or you focus on the food that you're going to get when you're inside the plane that you can buy? You're focused on the destination. Number one, are you focused on the destination where you're going to go, or you focus on the food, or what kind of bathroom do they have, what kind of sitting do they have? Are you focused on the destination, number one, or you focus on the stuff that is inside the plane, number two? Drop it in the comments, please. I would like to know, because if you wanna know about all the products and all the other stuff that doesn't really make you money, I can tell you about all of that. Safely getting to the destination. Of course, Cooper would say that. But if you know that it's safe to travel, right? You're gonna be safely. So you have two choices. You cannot make a third choice. Number one, arrive at your destination, or be seduced by all the stuff that they give you, right? They're gonna give you drinks. They're gonna give you first class or coach. They're gonna. It's like, okay, that's good to know, but you really are more focused on arriving. Exactly, Sandra got it, right? Sandra got the memo. So all of those things are great reasons as to why to join LiveGood. So we have a great compensation plan. We have amazing, incredible products. We don't have to sell anything. We don't have to get auto ship. We have a powerful compensation plan that actually pays. The timing couldn't be better. I don't know if you watch the news, but it's really, really hard right now for most of us. For most of us, regardless of where you live, it's a tough time. If you're in the real estate industry, it's tough. If you're in the solar industry, it's tough. If you are in the retail industry, it's tough. If you're in the restaurant industry, it's tough. If you're looking like me, it's tough. It's really, really tough. I just heard that a lot of people decided, because they've been laid off from their traditional jobs, so they decided that they were going to start doing Uber and Lyft. Well, now they're oversaturated because all the people are going over there. So there's nowhere for people to go. Imagine if you could open doors for people that are looking to make extra income to just support their families. So as a member, you're going to get a lot of benefits, and all it takes for you to start is $40 one time ever to become an affiliate for life, and then $9.95 a member so to remain active. So it's a one-time $40 ever, and then $9.95 a month, or you can pay $99 for the entire year. And again, this is what you can look forward to, because it's just a numbers game, right? You invite two people and you repeat that 16 times, and the result is $32,767.50. Let me know in the comments if you would be mad at me, if you would be offended if I help you be able to get $32,767.50. Drop a yes, you would be happy if I did that, or no, you would be very mad at me if you did that, if I did that with you. So the timing couldn't be better, because inflation and recessions and the massive layoffs that are happening, it just doesn't get better than the timing. And it's digital, so you can do it from anywhere, and you can have access to anywhere in the world. A lot of people from Africa are looking for this. A lot of people from Mexico are looking for this. A lot of people that look like me are looking for this, because a lot of people that look like me are no longer able to have traditional jobs. Now, why are there 5 reasons to join? Because listen, the company gives you all the tools that you need. But in addition to that, when you join with one of us, you get access to all of the things that I told you that we offer just by you joining our program with us. And you get immediately started within 5 minutes. You get a link that you can get started, but I also give you another thing that you can, if you decide that you want to partake with us, I actually give you a a lead magnet so that you can start building your email list. And that is one of the benefits that you get by you joining with us, because if you're not building your email list, you're just really just building somebody else's business. So the next reason is that you get paid over $2,000 by just simply being a loyal member. And it's a rejection-free business, because when you actually just share the link, people don't really have to, you actually don't have to hear no from people, because you're either sharing the link for your lead magnet, or you're sharing the link that the company directly provides you. Because as you can see here, the company provides you a beautiful website, and it provides you everything that you need to be operable within literally 5 minutes. And then the fifth reason is that there's no products to sell. It's affordable to everybody, and you can build predictable compound income. And again, I don't mean to repeat this, but once I learned this, thanks to Cooper and Dr. Carlos, $32,767.50 is a no-brainer to me. So what are the benefits as you being an affiliate? One, you get access to products that are 70 to 90% discounted, wholesale pricing. You get to participate in the compensation plan. You get to be trained by millionaires. You get to have a free website. You get to have free email campaigns. You get to have a free community that we just launched, that I'm very proud of, because everything that you need is right here. And you get to invite anyone into the community, even if they're not ready to launch yet. And then you also get social media training, so that you don't have to deal with chasing after friends and family. Trust me, I've done that. That's really a horrible way to live. And then you have access to immediately have a global business, and you have access to the best school community, the LiveGood side hustle. And then we spoke about all the incomes that we talked about. We talked about that. And then for those of you who want to focus on making the money immediately, right? If you want to focus on making money right away, then every single time that you recommend somebody to start as an affiliate, you get $25 every single time you recommend somebody. So let's say that you wanted to make $500 in a day, you simply recommend it to 20 people, and you would be making $500 in a day. If you only want to make $100, and you recommend it to 4 people in a day, and you're making $100 in a day. But if you want to focus on the bigger money, then I would say focus on helping 2 people, and then duplicate and duplicate and duplicate and duplicate 16 times. And that is $32,767.50. And you're probably wondering, Maria, is there anyone doing that? Yes, there's people doing it. And I didn't have enough time to show you, but there's a gentleman that literally all he does is post pictures of food. And then every 10 posts, he'll drop his link to LiveGood. And then he'll do that again, and he'll do that again. That gentleman is making over $11,000 a week. He himself enrolled 50 people, and those 50 people turn into 400,000 people around the world. 2 years, right? Didn't happen overnight, but it is happening, and he only continues to grow. So now you have a choice. You have a choice that you have the choice of A, B, or C. You want to become an affiliate and make $32,767 if you want to join lock arms with us. Or B, you want to just be a member so that you can get products, and we're happy to help you do that. Or you just want to pay more money. You want to pay 70 to 90% more money, and we're happy to help you do that as well. So with that, that is the end of the presentation, and I'm happy to take any questions from anyone, especially Eric and Sandra. So I'll go with Eric first, then Sandra, and then anyone else.
Hey, Maria, thank you for your time. Like, this is amazing. I think a lot of people need this. This is, I mean, you'll have great products that people need, that they shop for already. And it's like building a community of helping each other, right? And if you can, get that point across to everybody, I think that makes the business even easier, right? Just offering help and support. It's a great, great opportunity. So I'll be definitely getting with you after this.
Yay. Well, do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
I
You did
must have
really
done
good.
a really good job. Yay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, Sandra, your turn. Great to see you.
So if I'm talking to somebody about the opportunity, where do I send them to?
Okay, that's a great question. It's very easy because we now have the community on school. So it depends who you enroll with. If you enroll with someone with my group, then we actually give you I see you, Carlos. We actually give you an automated system which looks like this, and Carlos would help you with that. So you would get together with Carlos so that you can put this together. You can this actually helps you build your email list, and then once somebody goes into this, then they go into a thank you page, and then they get invited to your LiveGood page, and then also to your community. But you've collected all the emails, you're building an email list. And I don't know if you have ever heard this memo, but every email that you get is equal to $1. So let's say that you collect 1,000 emails, that could be potentially $1,000 by just the emails that you collect. If you have no emails, you have no business, because you cannot redirect that business. So the only thing that you have to do is have your own link. And so like, let me give you an example. So because I'm the owner of this one, I'm not able to do that. So all you would have to do is join the community. I think you're already in the community, and then you just go to invite, so that you get your own link back to you. You invite people to the community, and then once somebody comes in, they'll be linked to you, and it'll say that they were invited by you. But we make it to where it's a no-brainer. So you get the email capture, you get email sequences, and then you get obviously the community. The community is open for everyone, but my team and the elite group, they actually get the perks that are not available to everybody. So that's a great question. What other questions do you have, Sandra?
That was pretty much it. It was like, how would you introduce it to someone? Because it makes sense with the when I was seeing the page where you collect their email, but I just didn't or don't understand how to go about doing that.
So we have a whole training. We have a whole training inside of our community as to how to launch your business, how to get started, and how to invite. The number one thing that you have to decide is whether you wanted to do it old-fashioned and start bugging your friends and family, which I don't recommend, or you can start building a social media presence, and then you just have to choose. I always recommend TikTok because it's the easiest platform. Cooper and Carlos, Dr. Carlos and Darren are doing really well. It has given me thousands of dollars by just promoting, and it's all free on TikTok. And it's something that you can learn. But if you're a shy girl and you feel that you're not ready to actually be able to help other people, then you can actually do it on Facebook as well, faceless. But there's a lot of ways that you can do it. Because you don't want to be the person that is explaining everything. You want to just be the messenger, and then just give the information. So yes, when you're ready to launch, just get together with Carlos, and I'm happy to show you step by step what to do. And you just follow the blueprint that we gave you.
Okay.
Great question. Anyone else?
No, Maria Lupita, I want to talk about something, but Eric already left, and he was the one that was more dedicated to. But that's okay. Then next time we can do it.
Okay, perfect. Well, if no one has any other questions, then I'm very mad at you for not offering this before. Well, I did it. It took me 2 years. And again, Sandra, Darren, Cooper, Dr. Carlos, it is our job and responsibility to make sure that people are educated as to what LiveGood is, because what everybody was telling me about LiveGood was that if you can do nothing, pay nothing, and then join, and you're gonna get $2,000. And to me, that just didn't make logical sense. So it is our job and our duty to go and educate people about what LiveGood is, and what it is and what it isn't. Yes, we do get paid to just be a loyal member, but people have to understand the bigger picture as well, because why would you not want to tell people that they stand to make $32,767? So with that being said, have an amazing night. Yes.
One more thing. Sorry, one more thing. Sandra, we was doing something different before together. And we see people that they don't make money because they don't do anything, and they are left behind. Many of us was left behind in different companies before. This company doesn't leave you behind. Even if you don't do anything more than be loyal to the company, sooner or later you will start making money. Even if you don't do nothing more than be a member. And we know many people that they sign in something, they stay paying every month, but they don't do anything for different reasons. And they make zero. And here they make money. That's the big, huge difference. That when you promise somebody that you share something to make money, this time is really true. It's not like before that you make money if you do something. Here you make money even if you don't do anything, just be loyal to the company. That's a huge difference.
Right.
Exactly. Well, Miss Sandra, be sure to reach out to Carlos, and then everyone, Darren, Cooper, and Dr. Carlos, thank you so much for being here tonight. And as soon as Zoom delivers this, I will make it available inside of the community. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Okay. Bye.